breaking news here. There's a frantic search underway off the coast of Hawaii after the Coast Guard says two military aircraft collided off the waters of Oahu. Let's get right to Barbara Starr. She's live at the Pentagon with more. Barbara?
Chris, we are still getting very sketchy first reports, not a lot of detail. A Coast Guard search now underway off the north shore of Oahu Island. We are told it is believed that two U.S. Marine Corps helicopters crashed in midair. That is what they are looking for now. They have located, according to the Coast Guard, a debris field, an empty life raft, a fire at sea. These are the details that the Coast Guard is offering very initially, but still dark, obviously, out in Hawaii at this hour. So it's going to be a very difficult search. We don't know yet exactly where off the North Shore they are looking, how deep that water may be, how rough the waters may be out there, but a full search underway. It is believed there were a total of 12 people, 6 on each of those helicopters. Michaela?
All right, Barbara, update us when you can. Thank you so much for that news.
Now let's get back to that breaking news we've been following since early this morning. Two Marine helicopters crashed into each other off the north shore of Oahu. It happened late last night local time. Here's a map showing you that area. Reporters with our sister station KHON2 are working to learn more about this crash. Alex Serbal joins us live from Hawaii with the newest details on the search. Alex?
Aloha, I'm here in Haleiwa. We just heard from the Marine Corps about 5 minutes ago. They said there was nothing out of the ordinary with this mission, and we still have no updates on if there are any survivors. I want you guys to take a look at the scene behind me. Take a look at these waves. The U.S. Coast Guard is taking the lead on this operation, and the waves are expected to be in the 40-foot range in some areas here of the North Shore. The U.S. Coast Guard says the weather not helping in this search. As you can tell, the wave's very big. It just got light out. It's about 7:16 here in Hawaii. The U.S. Coast Guard says the debris field is 8 miles offshore, 20 miles wide. They're searching from here, Haleiwa, near Turtle Bay. If you're not really super familiar with this area, witnesses in Waialua, which is about 10 minutes from here, they tell me they called 911 around 10:45 p.m. They were outside and they saw a flare in the sky, and they tell me they heard a boom when it fell in the water. Now HFD, that's Honolulu Fire Department, and the Coast Guard had helicopters searching the area. We see a Coast Guard helicopter here. I don't know if you guys can hear it at the moment. Now some neighbors tell me they heard a loud boom. They also said the house was shaking for 3 seconds and they thought it was an earthquake. Again, no word on what caused the collision or if any survivors have been found. Again, I want to tell you guys, these waves expected to be in the 40-foot range in some areas here of Oahu on the North Shore, so not really helping in the search. Again, we'll keep you posted and bring you those details as we learn them. Reporting live in Haleiwa, I'm Alex Serbal. Send it back to you.
A massive search continues in the waters off Oahu's North Shore. 12 Marines are still missing after the two helicopters they were on crashed.
Search crews have been out there since about 11:30 last night. Here's what we know at this hour. The helicopters, 2 of them from Marine Corps Base Hawaii in Kaneohe, taking part in a routine pre-planned training mission. There were 6 Marines on board each chopper, so a total of 12 crew members altogether.
No one has been found so far. All beachgoers in the Haleiwa area are being told to stay out of the area for the time being.
Our crews have been covering this breaking news story since late last night when we first talked to a witness who saw the flames in the sky.
All of a sudden, we didn't hear the helicopter. We looked out and there was literally fire and like right in front of us, fire and then flames coming down.
We have come across some debris. However, we haven't identified what that debris is as of now. We are continuing the investigation into that.
And tonight we're bringing you full team coverage of the training tragedy. Christine Ueno spoke with military officials at the Marine Corps Base Hawaii in Kaneohe.
And our Manolo Morales has been on the North Shore all day long covering the search efforts. And Manolo, what is the latest on the search?
Well, Marissa and Howard, rescue officials tell me that the search for survivors will continue through the night and probably beyond. Now, that includes the recovery of debris from the wreckage to help them figure out what exactly happened last night. Now, the search is being done from up above, as well as from the shoreline. There's aircraft from up above. They also have spotters with binoculars, and of course, They also have people out at sea. The Coast Guard has patrol boats in the area, and the city's Ocean Safety Department, the lifeguards, are also out with their jet skis helping out. With the high surf and the fog, the conditions are definitely challenging.
The conditions are very rough out there. Our crews are using all of their skill to search in these conditions because of the large waves, because of the extreme conditions, especially at night, makes it very difficult to search.
Our lifeguards are capable of handling this large surf, but even for them this morning, visibility was very poor and the conditions were hazardous, so they weren't able to stay out for that long.
Right now, it's kind of a guessing game which way the currents are pulling. We have a general idea, so the search is actually expanded in a wide area right now.
Now, efforts also include dozens of Marines walking the beaches looking for any signs of the wreckage and possibly even survivors. Conditions have improved somewhat this afternoon with the skies clearing, but they still have to deal with a high surf, and of course they're also losing light as the night wears on. Now, officials tell me this command center here will be here at least through the weekend. So that means Haleiwa Ali'i Beach Park as well as portions of the boat harbor will be closed during that time while this is all set up. Manolo Morales, KHON 2 News.
To a developing story, we are closing in on 24 hours since 12 Marines vanished in a violent helicopter crash in Hawaii. 10 News military reporter Hannah Mullins just found out there was no Mayday call. Hannah?
And that means there was probably not enough time to even react. There are also traces of that tragedy spread across several miles. Still no sign of those missing Marines.
They're a fierce threat from above. This is Marine Heavy Helicopter Squadron 463 in action during deployment. On Thursday, the biggest threat came from fellow Marines during a routine night flight. Two CH-53 Super Stallions collided, sparking a fireball over the ocean.
I heard the big explosion, boom! Then I heard another one shortly after, boom!
The USS Gridley from San Diego is part of the search team, along with the Coast Guard, Navy, Marine Corps, police, and fire. Strong winds and poor visibility have crippled the search. Recent training video from the squadron shows the Super Stallion is a monster of an aircraft. It is the biggest U.S. military aircraft able to carry a Hummer and other aircraft. It's the same type of helo that had troubles and made a Hollywood-style landing on Solano Beach in May. Many now hoping for another happy ending. But if the Marines survive that horror in the helos, they're up against waves that could top 40 feet.
Pray for Pegasus. The squadron's name is spreading online, whether you are into prayer or just good thoughts. Look at the